Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your support in this channel. I don't take it for granted. I want us to listen to whatever Onyonka is saying in the interview, and let's watch him.
And what kills me is that people think that we are fighting the airport. No. Please build an airport as big as Nairobi if you want. What we are saying, do it properly.
Okay.
We are having a country that is becoming dysfunctional. Everything is about a deal. I mean, tell me, Ayub, how can Kenyans not be worried that one company is taking over your airports, is taking over your airstrips, it's intending to take over the port of Mombasa, it's taken over Ketraco, it's taking over Kengen, it is taking over Geothermal Development Corporation, it's taking over Turkana Wind, and most probably Kenya Oil and Minerals. How can that not be state capture? Why are we comfortable about it? And people are busy. I mean, I saw my brother, John Badi, struggling with that answer. What we are saying, don't give us much English. This thing was, are you building an airport that is affordable according to our capacity? Yes. Are you going to achieve the agenda of your number of passengers you are going to bring in? Yes. Are you going to have a rate of return, investment rate of return in the period of time that you're talking about? Some of us were saying 30 years are too many. Let us look at what Rwanda has done. Let's look at Ethiopia. What have they done? Why is Rwanda and Ethiopia not having any noise or having any questions being asked? I mean, is it okay? Yes, Honorable Nyamita, I completely agree with you that the Expressway is one of the best ideas that Kenya has ever come up with. In fact, my argument is, because I've traveled and you have traveled, all of you, we can have a ring around Nairobi, which will completely decongest the city. But that Expressway, when it originally started, what was Uhuru's deal? 27 billion. That is what we are going to do. People said, really? Yeah. Or from here, maybe a little bit. Yeah?
Started at 8.
It started at 8B. Then it moved to 22B. Then it moved to 28B. Then it moved 43B. We finished doing that thing at 74B. What the heck is wrong with us?
The cash cow element.
Is that normal?
Okay.
I mean, is that a normal way that a government runs its business?
All right.
I mean,
Government.
Thank you.
Himself. And if you have such kind of a head of state, then we are doomed as a country. There's nowhere to lie. There's no need to lie. I told you very well yesterday that no one is paying for you this air. We are all equal when it's come to air we breathe. Therefore, the only thing President Ruto deserves is respect. The only thing every Kenyan deserves is respect. Kenyans cannot watch and become silent if our president is heading into a wrong direction. And that is what Richard Onyonka is bringing on the table. And questioning the government. Why are they having interest on dealers? Are we not having resources to manufacture ourselves? Are we not having that time to create and build industry to ourselves? Are we not having money enough to build our airport alone? Are we not even having enough to help us to maintain our economy by even creating job opportunity to the youth? Must we just bring the people from outside to ensure that we move into the best direction we want as a country? Let me blame two people here. The president and his legal advisors. Any mistake that you do in this life will haunt you in future. There's no time for mistake. There's no time for mistake. President Ruto is getting into a very serious mistake. He might take things for granted, traveling at any cost, assuming that things are okay. At the end, he will realize that he is the one in trouble. Yeye ndio the cause of all this trouble. There's no way you can convince Kenyans that you have a good dream and vision for them, yet you have that intention to lease their property for a period of 30 years, to be slave for a period of 30 years. There's no need. And I like this man, Onyonka. He's speaking the truth. Onyonka never lie. Even if he lies in some occasion, maybe. But any analysis I've done for Richard Onyonka, the Kisii senator, is speaking the truth. This government have failed. I told you very well yesterday that even they are blaming Rigathi Gachagua for nothing as a scapegoat. In order Kenyans to see that Rigathi and Ruto have quarreled, they have clashed, but there's no any legit agenda which have been fulfilled to say that Ruto's administration have done this tangible to Kenyans. They're only making stress on Kenyans. I keep on talking about leadership legacy. Do you have any leadership legacy which you are seeing in William Ruto's administration? Apart from quarrels, apart from talking too much, apart from traveling, apart from getting into mannerless things which are not making sense at all, apart from liberating other political community, what any other things else are we seeing in this government? Yet we have a vision and dream for this our country. They don't care. They don't care. The late Mwai Kibaki, I normally like comparing Mwai Kibaki's administration, decided to make his own path and he never talked too much. He concentrated and made this country to be stronger in economy. What went wrong when Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto took over? Then worsening when Ruto's administration now is in control. It is actually worsening. If you are not keen, then William Ruto is going to make this country worst. Very worst as ever before. He must wake up from his slumber and come up with a clear conclusion. Leadership is not all about talking too much. Leadership is not all about chest thumping. Leadership is not all about quarreling. Leadership is not all about abduction. Leadership is not all about flashbacking how you become this and that. Leadership is all about humbling yourself, listening to the people, and finding the best way of bringing yourself together with the people. When I talk about that, creating development, ensuring that your country is safe in economy, having peace, stability, and so on and so on. Are we seeing all this happening in Ruto's government? No. So Onyonka is true, and we must find on how we are becoming stronger in this our country. I rest my case at this point. Bye-bye.